it was always designed really to have a whole society approach. I didn't thought at that time and that the government could deliver this transformation alone. So, and that's why we make space for, in particular, local authorities, a region and cities and states. And but of course it exceeds expectation. As we saw in Paris, around 1,000 mayors came at the invitation of the mayor of Paris. We had the creation immediately after, but in the making, in particular with Jerry Brown as the governor of California, and the two coalition. And so this signal given, which was very new, that in a global agreement, a UN global agreement, formal space, because it was just not inviting people to talk, for example, but giving them space to exist and be recognized. That was, of course, the signal that finally all these other actors were waiting for. And that was the response was really, really extraordinary. So again, I thought it was meant to do that, but the result was really absolutely outstanding. And why so is because, anyway, we know that all the subnational actors, whether at city level and even more at state and region level, they have all the tools to implement Paris Agreement objectives. You look at all the specific policy, whether it's transport, housing, pollution, air pollution control, everything is really in their hands. And even as we saw, the relation with agriculture and food system, because of course of the importance of the population living in cities or in region, and that of course is important. I remember always a famous phrase for me of Edward Paez, the mayor of Rio, saying citizens are not living in a nation state, they are living in cities or in territories which they know. And that's why the ownership of policies comes back as well, for this relation between this level, this elected people level at subnational level that can relate directly with their citizens. So for all these reasons, I think a major component of the implementation of Paris Agreement is really sitting with these subnational actors, and I think it's working. And just to finalize, you see that most of these regions or the states have more ambitious commitments and policies because they see better, I think, the benefits and the capacity to operate.